Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are around this beautiful, beautiful world. How are you on Friday? Happy Friday. Today's topic is how to write a TEDx script. So first, before we dive in straight into how to write a TEDx script, let me know where you're watching from. How are you doing on Friday? Happy Friday to all of you. It's already autumn in Europe and especially in London. And very soon it's going to be Halloween. Spooky, spooky. So tell me where you're watching from today. And a quick reminder that if you have any kind of questions around what I'm about to say, I'm going to give you 7 steps on how to write a script. Very simple 7 steps. So if you have any kind of questions, put them in the comments. I'm here to answer all your questions as every Friday around 12 p.m. Today is much earlier. It's a bit 1 hour earlier than the usual, but you're going to forgive me because I'm with my parents. As you can see, background is different. So how to write a TEDx script is very, very important because majority of the people have a lot of ideas in their mind, but when they sit down to actually start writing their script, they're having these difficulties. And that's why today I'm gonna go through very simple 7 steps. So first, before I dive in step 1 straight away, I want to explain to all of you who are thinking like, why should I write a script? Isn't TEDx all about free talk and about inspiring people and about sharing our wisdoms and just to go and speak from the heart? This is exactly what TEDx is about. However, because you have a very limited time on stage, and you want to have that impact to the world, you want to be super powerful with what you're saying, that's why you need to write a script and then memorize it. So when you stand on stage in your full power, you're gonna know those powerful, exact powerful words, what you chose very wisely, and you're gonna speak from your heart. That's why people write a script. And today's topic is how to write that script. So let's go straight away. I've got one comment. Hi, Maria. Love your Friday. Happy Friday, Maria. You are watching from North UK. So I know that. Okay, step number 1. You don't start writing your script. You actually start writing down what are your TEDx goals, why you want to do a TEDx. So majority of the people want to do TEDx because they want to inspire others. They want to share a wisdom. They want to share an idea. There are a lot of people who want to position themselves as an expert. So they want to gain credibility and positioning and to gain authority. People want to create an amazing, awesome digital business card, which is TEDx. But there are also people who want to create a legacy and leave a big legacy behind, which is also TEDx. TEDx is a legacy leaving behind. People also want to become influencers, and this is the best way to become an influencer. So you need to sit down, and step 1, actually, before you start writing the script, is to write down what is your goal, to be very clear of what is your TEDx goal, what is your big why you want to do a TEDx. So the biggest mistake what people do actually is that they don't write their TEDx goal, or they have a very vague why they want to do a TEDx, why they want to stand on that stage. So don't do that mistake with your own TEDx talk. Stanisława Pavlova is saying hello. Hello, Stani. So lovely to see you. So when you start writing your TEDx script, please don't do that mistake what majority of people do. Do have a very, very, very clear idea what is your TEDx goal and make it tangible as well. Now, step number 2 is to have a very clear topic. So we're still not sitting and writing a script. And you cannot sit and write a script before you have a very clear idea in your head what is your topic. If you nail down the goal, the why you want to do a TEDx, then to nail down what is your topic is very easy. Now, majority of the people do as a mistake that they're trying to add so many stories and so many topics actually in their TEDx that it's overwhelming for themselves as well, and they want to literally share their whole life on TEDx stage. Well, guess what? You have only 18 minutes, so it's a very limited time. You can't just put too many topics, because it's going to be difficult for you, but for you to deliver it, but it's going to be difficult for the people watching and like following, like okay, so we jump from this topic to another topic to another topic, etc. This first, and secondly, if you put way too many topics in your script, your TEDx organizer most probably is going to reject your TED Talk. So you're going to get rejection, and I don't want you to be rejected for TEDx. I want you to be super successful with your TEDx Talk. So step number 2, be very clear on your topic. Write down your topic. Step number 3 is to decide what are the best 3 stories, just 3 stories. Unless you are Simon Sinek or Tony Robbins, which doesn't have any issues to stand on stage and deliver within 18 minutes 7, 8, 9 stories, spot on stories, very good way of delivering, then you have to limit yourself within 3 stories. Because here's the biggest mistake what people do: they have a script with hell a lot of stories. So let me tell you what is going to happen if you put more than 3 stories and you are not experienced a speaker, or even if you're experienced speaker, you know that, so you don't want me to say it, but I'm going to say it anyway. When you put more than 3 stories, what happens is that, one, it's going to be super difficult for you to memorize all the stories and the sequence between the stories. Secondly, you're putting yourself into trouble. You're putting so much pressure on yourself, which is absolutely unnecessary. And 3, which is very important, is that it's going to be super overwhelming for the audience. For the audience watching, it would be like story 1, story 2, story 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It was like, whoa, I'm kind of like, I follow the story, but I'm kind of lost as of what you want to say. Okay, so please, step number 3, decide on what are your stories. 3 stories. Now, there is the difference, and which stories to pick here, which 3 stories to pick. It absolutely depends on step number 1. What is your goal? So let me give you a few examples to explain. If your TEDx goal is about gaining credibility and a lot of positioning as an expert in your field, then that every single one of those 3 stories needs to actually prove your idea, your know-how, your project, what never ever anyone seen or heard the word that doesn't know about the project, like what you do. So your stories needs to prove what you're basically saying, not just saying something, but to pick exact 3 stories, which is literally landing to the people to say, oh yeah, that idea works. Oh yes, this project works. Oh yeah, this what he or she is talking on stage is definitely gonna work for me as well. This is how you pick those 3 stories. Now, if your TEDx goal is about inspiring people, creating a legacy, or you want to become an influencer, then your 3 stories needs to literally express in the best way your wisdom. So you're gonna pick 3 stories from your life, but they need to be so relatable to the audience that when the audience is listening, it's not about you, it's about the audience. When the audience is listening, your 3 stories, they will be like, a wisdom was like, will be like, wow, I can do what I'm doing right now, is not working for me. Wow, I can do it different way. This is a wisdom which I can use, because these stories are proving that this is working for me. It's not working right now. This is definitely a wisdom which I can use for my life. This is how the 3 stories works. Okay, so again, if you have any kind of questions, put them in the comments below, and I'm gonna answer all the questions. Now, directly going into step number 4, write the stories. Here is a hack, a huge hack. Reading time. So once you write all the stories and you read them back, the reading time needs to be 4 to 8 minutes maximum. I'm going to explain a lot more in a minute once I finish all the steps. But I want you just to remember, just trust me on this one. Once you write all the stories, just when you read them back, needs to be 4 to 8 minutes. That's it. That's it, 8 minutes maximum, because it's a 18 minutes talk as maximum. Now, the biggest mistake what people do is that they write an essay of 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 pages. I work with people. A few actually of my clients. They when I asked for their script, for like a draft script, they wrote 8 pages. I was like, wow, okay, I'm not gonna even read it. I want you to cut it down to 4 pages maximum, which is a reading time of 4 to 8 minutes. Mark, lovely to see you here. It's looking great. Thank you so much, Mark. I need to come back to you on your last message. I do apologize, but I will. I did not forget. Okay, so hack number 1 here. When you write your stories, I want you to put me straight into the scene. So like, putting in the scene is like one sentence, which is literally describing where are you, like location, time wise, like what year is this one, where you are as location wise, what kind of room you are in, or conference hall you are in, like just literally to put the audience in the scene. So I'm gonna feel like I'm sitting right next to you while you're basically saying your story. And guess what? You can put me in the scene with one sentence. That's it. One sentence, and you're done. Like I'm already in the scene together with you. Like I'm breathing, and I wonder what's gonna happen right now because I'm right next to you. Okay. Hack number 2 is get rid of all kind of details and leave the essence of the story. So I want you to read back what you wrote as a stories, and I want you to remind yourself why you choose this story. So go back to your goal, step number 1, to step number 2, as what is your topic, and literally get rid of all the details. I don't need to know what is the exact green color of the leaves of the tree next to you. So leave all the details out, and leave get rid of all the details and leave only the essence of your story, which is gonna literally be short and telling me directly your wisdom, your idea, your project, like what exactly you want to say. Now, step number 5 is to write the opening of your TEDx talk. This is literally one sentence, one wow sentence to put me in your topic straight away. And then once you write that opening sentence, put me straight into the scene of story 1. Now, the reason why I'm saying the opening sentence is literally one sentence, short as possible, to explain the topic. The reason why is because imagine this. You're going to be 8 or 9 speakers on the day, okay? And these 8 to 9 speakers have completely different topics. When you stand on stage in your full power and you start telling straight away your story or something, and you didn't solve the topic, I'm still thinking in the audience, I'm still thinking about the previous talk of the previous speaker, which was really huge impact, and my mind is wandering God knows where. So by putting that one sentence to put me in your topic, to solve that topic, I'm in present right now. I will forget what was the previous speakers and doing and talking about, and I'm gonna be with you. It is exactly the same what happens after this once your talk is on YouTube. Okay, so once you're on YouTube, imagine this, like people click to watch your YouTube video right after dinner, right after a meeting, during lunchtime. Their head is blowing with so many things in their head. And by creating your first sentence with your topic, you straight away cut cut me out from my daily life and what I'm doing. And right when I click to watch your video, now I'm with you because your topic is something which is relevant to what I want to know. I'm interested in. I want to hear more, learn more, and be there. So good morning to Yusuf. Good morning, lovely. It is actually almost lunchtime here in UK. I'm just really here to watch because I'm interested. That's great, Mark. Thank you so much. Okay, so going back to step number 5. So the biggest mistake what people do is to create a lot more than one sentence, and until they get to the core of the topic, they're just talking and talking. It's like, so what's gonna happen if you have more than one sentence, opening sentence, is that you're gonna straight away lose your audience. I promise you, this is exactly what happens. The moment when you start with more than one sentence as opening sentence, the people will be like, okay, yeah, give me the meat, give me the essence. And if you keep talking for more, by the way, we have short lifespan, attention lifespan. So if you are talking for longer than like 8 seconds, going into 1 minute now, people will be like, click away. So or if they're in the audience physically watching you on stage, they're gonna literally, their mind is gonna be like, clicked away, and you lost them, you lost your audience. So I don't want you to lose the audience. So please, please, please do one sentence which is going to sold your topic, and then move straight away and put me in the scene of your story. Hi, Shweta. So lovely to see you. It's great to see you too. Okay, so step number 6 when you write your amazing, powerful TEDx script is that one, because now you have all this, the 3 stories. You're gonna now write the transitioning wording between each story. So what is your wisdom? What is your takeaway for the people watching you? These are your story 1. Okay, now directly give me your wisdom. Like, why should I watch this? What is it there for me? What should I remember? This is a takeaway. What should I remember out of your talk? Then it's story 2, and then again put that wisdom in different words, but put that wisdom again, what you want to teach. Then it's story 3, and then it's again your wisdom. This is how it works, is the best way. So here is the very traditional way how TEDx talk works. They go, they speak for 15 minutes, and then the last 3 minutes they start actually saying, so remember this from today, TED Talk. It's too late. It's so too late, because most probably you lost half of the audience on the way to you get to your end. Okay. Or if the people are there and they're like, okay, so what is the wisdom? What is the wisdom? They're in the scenes with you. They will follow your stories, but they will still ask subconsciously themselves, what do I need to remember out of this? But the moment when you have story 1, your wisdom, story 2, your wisdom, story 3, your wisdom. Now you've got your wisdom 3 times, at least 3 times within your whole talk. And this is like the first time when people hear your wisdom, they will be like, wow, I really like that. I never thought about this. Wow, this is different way of doing my thing, which doesn't work for me. The second time when you say the same wisdom, different words, or same words, exactly same words, then what's going to happen? The human brain of the people watching you will be like, I heard that already. I already agree, but now I agree even more. So you've got a second agreement from your audience. The third time when you say your takeaway and your wisdom, now you're sealing your wisdom in the people's brain. And this is the most powerful way to do a TED Talk. Okay, so I want you to really nail that. It's transition wording is actually between the stories is actually your wisdom words. Now, step 7 is to repeat your wisdom or takeaway at the very end. This is your closing. Okay, closing is actually repeating your wisdom or takeaway as your closing. Here's the biggest mistake what people do. They say like, so remember today from this TEDx talk, and then they talk and talk and talk and talk. It's like I'm falling asleep there. You're gonna see so many TED Talks out there where the people are like talking for ages, and it's like, okay, but nothing for me to remember. My brain is so lost that I don't even know what to remember. I've seen TED Talks where the closing is like 2 minutes. 2 minutes of talking is way too long. Your closing needs to be short, snappy, one sentence. So your closing sentence is your wisdom or your takeaway, and it's one sentence, a very short sentence, and it's a very snappy sentence. So the people are going to really remember what you're saying. That's it. Not 2 minutes of talk, but one short snappy sentence. Please, please, please remember this today. When you sit down to write your script, that is how your closing of the final sentence needs to be. At the end, if you want to say like thank you, that's perfectly fine. Also, another mistake what people do is that they say in the opening or in the closing, they say their name. I'm sorry to break your heart, but people don't care about your name. So your name is also written underneath your video. It will be the title of your TEDx talk. It will be your name and then the name of your TEDx. So you're already positioned. Your name is everywhere on that TEDx talk, on the video anyway. The people who are in the theater watching you on scene, they have your name on the agenda, on the program anyway. So you don't have to say your name. This is eating your time of your wisdom, what you want to share. So don't eat your time with details like this. So one hack, what I want to mention as well, is that the reading time of your script has to be your target time minus 3 minutes. So let me just give you an example. If your target time is 10 minutes, then the reading time of the whole text, the whole script of TEDx script needs to be 7 minutes. The reason why is because it's one thing when you read it in your mind, a text, because we read quite fast. The second reason is because when you start delivering your script, you need to put natural pauses. You need to make an impact with your voice intonation. So you need to slow down sometimes. You need to, you must probably have this like additional pauses during the talk where you're gonna switch from one paragraph to another paragraph. So all these pauses is adding more time. This is the 3 minutes what I'm talking about here. Now, one more thing, and the last thing today before I close the live, unless you have more questions, I'm going to check the questions just in a minute, just to finish what is in my mind, because it's really important. The TED Talk is 18 minutes. Okay. However, the 18 minutes is a finished edited video. Okay. So finished edit video has something which at the beginning of the video has advertising for the sponsors of your TEDx event. And at the end has the post video slides, which is again advertising of the same sponsors. So the pre-video is 30 seconds. The post video is up to 10 seconds. So this is 40 seconds, and I'm going to call it 1 minute, which automatically means that your TED Talk, pure TED Talk of you being on stage and speaking, needs to be the very, very, very maximum 17 minutes, 17 minutes talk. So now start from there, 17 minutes. If you want to use the whole length of the maximum time what you have been given on TEDx stage, then that would be 17 minutes, which automatically means that your script, when you read it, your script needs to be, I would say 17 minus 3 is 14 minutes, but I wouldn't go with more than 10 minutes reading time, because the more time you've got as a script, the more pauses you need to put. And this is not now 3 minutes, is longer than 3 minutes time. So there's always a difference between reading your script and delivering your script as delivering it on stage. So I hope that was helpful. Please let me know if you have any questions. I don't see any questions at the moment, but sometimes I'm using StreamYard for my lives. Sometimes I do have delays on the questions. And what I'm going to do today, I will come back and I'll make sure that I will keep an eye so I can answer all the questions what you've got. If you found that live today with a lot of value for you and you now know how to write a script, please put a like, thumbs up for the video, share it with the share button with everyone who you know that they want to be TEDx speakers. They always have been having this dream to become TEDx speakers, or those who already have a date for TEDx and they are in their way of right now writing a script and they don't know what exactly to do. They're kind of like lost. I know that all these 7 simple steps are going to help them enormously. So please share that video with them, as this you are going to help them through sharing. So like and share this video. If you have any questions, put them in the comments. I love you all. I'm going to see you next Friday. It will be 12 p.m. UK time as usual Friday. Today was a little bit earlier because I need to dash off with my parents. That's not the usual background. I'm in my parents' study room. Jose said it's very interesting. Thank you so much, Jose Lopez. It's lovely to see you here. You've been in my contacts for a while, and I constantly don't have time to speak. But thank you so much for joining today. Have an amazing Friday. Have an amazing weekend ahead, and I'm gonna see you next Friday. Have a great Friday.